Good day, good people. It's Monday. What is going on? It is Monday. Did everybody have a good weekend? It's me, Erica. If you didn't know who the guy I am, this is my YouTube channel where I talk about everything. I have an opinion about everything. No, but mostly everything. And we talk, we do a little, like we say, a little ratchet, a little righteousness. So we talk about things that I don't have. It's like a gumbo of stuff that we talk about on here. Anything that I see in the news, I just commentate on, right? I told you I'm not an investigative reporter. Everybody has their lane. Everybody on YouTube has what their strengths are. And I'm not investigating because although I do love to talk about it, I don't care enough to try and find out, I don't care enough to be like, I was the first one. I don't give a damn. I don't do that. So what I do is talk about things that I like. Okay? Let me put my scarf on. And I have my coffee today. My scarf on because I have it cool in here so the diva doesn't get heated up. But I did watch Real Housewives of Potomac. I watched Striking Vipers on Netflix. Striking Vipers, just letting you know, is a Black Mirror episode on Netflix. As I talk about it, is going to be some spoilers. So if you didn't watch it, what I'm going to do at the bottom of the screen is I'm going to put what I'm talking about so that you know how long you have to skip over until I get to the next subject, because there will be spoilers. So I'm just letting you niggas know now. So don't tell me. So if you haven't seen Striking Vipers episode, it is the one with the two black men and the black woman, friends from college, playing virtual reality games. So we're going to talk about that. Let's see what's my gas looking like. Okay. What else we going to talk about? Real Housewives of Potomac. We're going to talk about Kanye West on my next guest needs no introduction, David Letterman's Netflix show, and something else I said I wanted to talk about. Oh, and of course Game of Thrones. I guess we could start off with Game of Thrones, or you want to start off with Real Housewives of Potomac? Let's start off with Game of Thrones. We can get that done. Oh, we can get that over with. I'm on season 7, episode 4. I think I'm on episode 4. Seriously done blew up everybody. That was at the first episode. They really don't hold back on like getting to the shit. Well, she blew up the High Sparrow. Seriously, I'm telling you, that's a bad bitch. She's a bad bitch, but it's somebody smarter than her. It's somebody, and it doesn't seem like anybody is like Tyrion. I don't know. He's like his old tricks. He's not. They're a step ahead of him, right? And he's what's her name's hand? The queen's hand, Daenerys's hand. So he's counseling her, and he's not doing it the right way. He's using old tricks. Cersei's on some new shit. She is on the next century shit. I don't know what's going on, but they got down to the black. To get the black obsidian to kill the White Walkers, and was stuff written on the caves to let Daenerys know that what Jon Snow was talking about was not a lie. This is written on these caves in here. They're telling the truth. So this stuff is gonna kill the White Walkers. So we gonna see, because the White Walkers ain't no joke. That everybody dead is in their army. So it's more people dead than there is alive. Damn it. So let's go. That Night King is a trip. I was like, when Jon Snow, that episode where Jon Snow was just watching the way that they shot that was incredible. He was in the middle of that damn river or whatever, because I guess they can't go in the water, right? Because they can't. They were in that water, and he was standing on top of that boat or whatever, and he was looking and he saw the Night King lift his arms up, and all them people stand up. Nigga looked like he shitted on himself. He was looking like, y'all want me to, this who y'all want to fight? Y'all sure y'all want to fight him? They not playing around, the Night King. And Bran is the three-eyed raven. and they're like trying to figure out. Sansa is looking at him crazy, like, honey, what is going on? But he's letting everybody know who he is by giving them a piece of what has happened to them in their life, and he's telling them, I seen it. You know, I wasn't there, but I saw when you got married. I saw you. I was like, come on, Bran. And then Arya is back. Everybody's reunited. Now they just wait for Jon Snow to get back. Jorah is cured. Samwell cured Jorah. I love him. I love Sam. I'm sorry, but I do. He's already, look at how smart he is. You done cured this man of this grayscale. That shit looks so crazy. Thinking about it makes me, it looked crazy on him. It was hard to look at. I hated when they did that. They were doing like, Sam was puncturing into Jorah's skin, but then they like cut to another scene where somebody was eating like a pastry that looked similar to Jorah's skin. I was like, why would y'all do that? Why would y'all do that? It was already hard for me to watch it. Now you want to flip the damn scene and make it look like it's somebody eating some food? No, why would y'all do that? Game of Thrones is a good, and it's visually appealing. It's visually appealing. That's what it is. Like the set design is incredible. Did they win awards for their set design and costumes? Because the costumes are incredible. The set design is incredible. But I love that everybody is like, you like them and you hate them too. Like, because that is who we are. Like, it's a good, everybody can be extreme. Okay, what are you doing? You playing around? Come on, so I can get over and get off the freeway. You fucking playing around. Shit. Y'all see that video of that man and that woman cussing some people out, and they pulled over and got out and beat their ass? The man and the wife got out and beat up the other couple, and the girls in the car talking about, what do I do, bitch, if you don't get out and help your parents beat that people? They called them an anti-Mexican slur. Called them, what else did they say that they was? Something. She called them some names, and they jumped out the car and beat that woman. And the daughter was filming the whole time. What do I do, bitch? Get out the car and fight with your parents. That's all you have to do. But anyway, so yeah, Game of Thrones is good. Arya and what's her name? Of Toth. What's her name? Brienne of Toth. Arya let her know, bitch, I'm right on your heels, bitch, with the fighting. I learned. Who taught you that? No one, bitch. I love it. Look at Arya. I love it. I love how Arya got all the what's some people's names? Walter Frey. I'm glad she got that whole little crew. She got them all. That's like the shit I'm talking about. Like I get more excited when people get revenge on somebody who's done them wrong. You know what I mean? Like the revenge that Cersei is gonna get with the snake people. The snake, what do you call them? The girls. I can't. I'm not the people's name. Eliza, is that her name? Queen Olenna. Did she kill herself? Olenna, whatever her name is. Smart, the one with the smart mouth. I love her mouth. Her and Tyrion were just like sarcastic, witty people. That's another thing that I like about this show. It's a good series. Thank y'all for telling me about. I haven't been able to watch much of anything else because I've really been. You see, I'm on season 7 already. Don't play with me. I'm not playing around out here. Stay in your lane. I don't understand what's wrong with people. But yeah, so it's overall, I couldn't believe it when Cersei blew up that whole damn little town. She blew the whole town up. Blew her cousin up too. Let me, and they were using various little birdies, and it was so cute when I realized who the little birdies were. I didn't realize the little birdies were the little kids, and he was using the little kids as messengers. I said, come on, Varys, you better get the kids to run the block. You better get these kids to run the block. What else is going on? Dany and her dragons. They got something that's the part I'm on where they shot one of the dragons and they went underwater because somebody grabbed Jamie and they went underwater because the dragon was about to light his ass up. Light his damn ass up. So she said, I don't care who sees me. I'm the queen, goddamn it. I don't care who I'm in the bed with. They'll just get over it. They're just gonna have to get over it. They're just gonna have to get over it. Real Housewives of Potomac. Let's see. I still think Jon Snow is the chosen person. But so to me, okay, before we get on Potomac. So to me, it's okay. It's Jon Snow, Cersei, Dany. Dany wants Jon Snow to bow to her as the queen. He's like, no, I'm not about to do that. And he's right, because I really don't have anything. It's really Bran. Isn't it Bran? Like, is really the one, because he's alive and he's a boy and he's the next. So it would be Bran, but Bran is like, I can't do that because, oh, that's what he told Sansa, I can't do that because I have another job to do. I have, what is he, an oracle basically? So, I can't do it. So it's really, who is it? Arya who is it gonna be? Because it really can't, like, legally and according to their laws or whatever, it can't be Jon Snow. His ass is cute. I was like, yes. And then he comes back within the season and he got this little shortcut, but he's still keeping it in a ponytail. You think you cute, Jon Snow? I do. I think you cute, Kit Harington. And then he is married to that wildling girl in real life. I mean, you spend that much time with people, you just never know, whatever. But he's cute, though. And who else? Jamie Lassiter. We always pay our debts. Honey, they had all that damn gold. I was like, you damn right you always pay your debts. Lannister. Yes. The names. I don't care to know. I want to know the names because I'm talking about it with y'all, but I can't really, I'm not talking about it with anybody except for Craig. I send Craig text messages like, I can't believe it. And I saw Ed Sheeran. I was like, is that Ed Sheeran singing? What the hell? What the hell? They laughed at Arya when she said, I'm going to kill the queen. They laughed. Honey, y'all don't even know this little girl. She's dead serious. She done killed a whole crew, a whole army of people. The whole family. She done killed the whole family. There's some bad bitches. And I did take notice that it was all women sitting around the table. Of course, but Tyrion was right there giving his advice, but it was all the women sitting around the table planning this fucking war, which it was like, and when you watch the director or the writers, inside take on it, they said that it wasn't really planned, but it just landed like that, and it was just good the way that it ended up with all the women standing around talking about how they were going to figure this war out or whatever. So we gonna see. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't even know. I can't even think like what's gonna happen. But anyways, let's talk about Potomac. So all I really want to talk about with Potomac was, okay, they're still in Louisiana at the end of the Louisiana trip. Sounds like Monique is trying to be the voice of reason between Candace and Ashley, which I'm with Giselle. What is this, like these two little pageant girls? Didn't I say something similar like that last week? Like these two pageant girls, they keep fighting and their little fights are very catty. But see, Candace holds the big spade, okay? She holds the big joker. You understand what I'm saying? Because if she comes out and says something slick about Michael wanting to suck somebody's penis, that's like, boom, girl. Like, you're going to have to fold. Like, that is what, and I think that's why Candace is so aggressive to Ashley, because she's like, bitch, you don't even know I could really play this card right now and slit your goddamn throat and make you look really weird. Because that's not the only reason why I don't think you want to get pregnant. I don't think you want to get pregnant because your husband is running around saying he wants to suck people's dicks. That's what she wants to say. Not the drinking. Now, because you keep focusing on the drinking, it makes it seem like you don't know what you're talking about. Because like Giselle said, bitch, we all got pregnant when we was drunk, okay? We all got pregnant when we was drunk. That shit is hilarious. That was funny. Candace and Ashley, they both are the same people. They both got mama issues. One is just, I mean, they both really, the both little pageant girls. I just don't, the aggressiveness with Candace comes from that she has that big joker. And she wants to play it so badly. And she looks, when they caught an angle of Candace, and Candace looks just like her mother. The same fucking face. I was like, oh girl, you look just like your mom, girl. Just like her. And your attitude, you need to straighten that attitude up. You're gonna start looking old like her. You don't want to look like her and then start looking old. And you're only 30-something years old with that fucked up attitude. Candace, no, she's so aggressive with Ashley, but Ashley is a liar. Ashley is a liar. She's living a lie, because we already know what it is. We already know what it is with these two, with the mom and the daughter scam artist team. We already know what it is with them. And then Karen with Giselle. Karen, why? Okay, so I was sticking up for you the last episode, because I'm on your side saying you don't have to share any of your business with Giselle. And Giselle has this little party and has this guy there, these ugly men. I don't understand what it is with Giselle. Giselle! What is with these ugly, unattractive ass niggas? Like, Jamal Bryant is a nice looking man. What's his name? Sherman is not. This purple shirt is not attractive. Neither one of those men were attractive. Maybe what's attracting to is the money. I don't know what it is, but neither one of those men were attractive to me. I guess I don't know. I was like, I guess when you get a certain age, it's just like, whatever, honey. He liked me. Okay, great. But no, they look too, I don't know. They look too doughy. I don't know. Like, I don't know what that is. I didn't like that man for Giselle. I'm like, Giselle, you need you a young tender, somebody that you ain't really got to talk to, and you don't really have to, and if he don't, just, you don't need all of that. I mean, maybe you do. I don't know what it is, but that man is, both of those last two men, Jamal Bryant looked way better than them other two. Way better. And then he was on Love and Hip Hop. I was like, ooh, he's cute. I'd have been sitting in the front row too, moving my prayer cloth to the side. Pastor Bryant. Come on now. But yeah, he's doing good things in the community. Shout out to Jamal Bryant. He's doing good things. Good things in the community with prison reforms, paying people's bail money so they can get out of jail. That's what you're supposed to do in the church. That's what I meant to talk about. Did I ever talk about that with Love and Hip Hop? That's what a church is supposed to be doing, shit like that, bailing people out of jail and stuff like that. That is what the church is supposed to be doing. The church is really a space where the community can get together and build up their own community, not take the money out of the community by every week you telling these poor people in this community to give me money, give me money, give me money. You making them poor and poor and poorer, so you can be more needed in the community. But no, you're supposed to be helping them lift each other up out of poverty and any of that, back to school drives, all that other shit, that's what y'all supposed to do. That's what y'all supposed to be doing at the damn church. But Karen, you telling Giselle, you asking Giselle first, you being real weird, like telling this guy that Giselle doesn't have luck with men. Okay, you're being a bitch. They're too much frenemies to be friends. Like, it's too much contention between Giselle and Karen for them to be true friends that have some depth. The only reason why they are remaining friends or cordial or connected is because they probably know so much about each other that one or the other has a lot of ammunition on the other. So I don't know. I just feel like Giselle and Karen are frenemies, and they're never going to be friends. And Karen, like, I guess we just going to go back and forth. It's always a battle between Karen and Giselle. And it's like, okay, so last week we was sticking up for you because we felt like Giselle was wrong in trying to ask you about your business. But this week you're dead ass wrong for getting in her business with this man. First of all, you telling this man to ask her on a date, and then the next thing you asking about Sherman, like you're concerned. You're not concerned about me. And you're friends with his ex-wife. You're one of the, like, y'all brought her on the show. We're not, that's one thing I'm not going to talk about with you. The way that you set up boundaries with me, I'm going to set up boundaries with you. And then they did show the clip from when she was at her house, and she's like, I'm not talking about Sherman with you because you are not a good source of support, because you rock with his wife, and you can rock with his wife all day, but I won't be talking to you about me and him. No, hell no, because I already know you, lady. You like to run your damn mouth, and you're not going to be able to do that when it comes to Sherman and Giselle. And she has every right to say that to Karen. But then Karen gets really aggressive and really angry because she's doing the same thing. Giselle was doing the same thing to her that she did to Giselle just a few days ago. I'm not talking to you about it, but you can get mad. And what we're not going to do, what are you getting mad for? I'm doing exactly what you just did to me. Why are you getting so angry and aggressive? And Giselle was looking like, okay, girl. Okay, girl. Okay, you mad? Okay, well, great. I'm not talking about Sherman to you, and that's just what it's going to be. And I don't blame her. Like, the relationship between them, it's always going to be a frenemy situation. Anybody who makes fun of your tax shit, your money issues with the IRS, and makes a t-shirt behind it and thinks it's funny, that shit is not funny. That's mean. That's a mean-spirited joke. It wasn't a light-hearted joke. It was a mean-spirited joke. And now you going around hanging around with Giselle's boyfriend's ex-wife, that's mean. Y'all supposed to be friends, and you hanging out with this girl on a level that goes beyond what you would think their relationship was. So you doing some extra shit. So what are you doing, trying to get back at me? Like, it's like constantly a battle between them two, and it's not a true friendship. It just isn't a true friendship. It just isn't. Like I said, with Candace, the Candace situation, her yelling at Ashley, getting so angry with Ashley, I think it's more because she has that information on Michael. Saying that, oh, it's because you're drinking, it really makes you seem stupid. Like, girl, what are you talking about? Everybody be drinking up to, but at the same time, you do have a valid point. Like, if you're having, I didn't like the way Ashley was like, I had a miscarriage, and I don't know, I've never had the experience, but I don't know if she's trying to carry it like this badge of sympathy. Like, you're supposed to have this badge of sympathy for a woman because she had a miscarriage, and you up here drinking. How am I supposed to feel some kind of way for you, and you up here doing the things that may keep you, like, you don't even know why you're having miscarriages. You're a young woman. Why are you having miscarriages? Could it be your alcohol consumption? Could it be? You understand what I'm saying? Like, Candace has a valid argument, but because she doesn't, that's not really the only reason why she thinks that Ashley doesn't want to have a baby. It doesn't come out right. It doesn't come out right. Bitch, you're the one having miscarriages. And then plus they're drunk, so you can't try to have any kind of logical reasoning and arguments with a drunk person. You just can't. And she's going to get aggressive. And one thing I do not care for what Candace does is, well, we all know I can get a little okay, but that's an excuse every time. We all know that you can get a little whatever, fill in the blank. You're always getting a little fill in the blank, Candace. When are you going to stop getting a little whatever when you know the behavior is bad, and then the next day you have to apologize for your bad behavior? Child, what are you doing? Like, well, we all know when I drink, I can get a little whatever it is. If you know that you can get a little mean when you drunk, Relax on the drinking. Don't get to that point. When you feel like you're getting into that point, bitch, drink some fucking water. Well, we all know that I can get a little. Well, we all know that I can, that Candace can get a little. Girl, shut up. You looking just like your mama up there. I was looking like, it was a view from like the angle. The camera angle was like down here. It was kind of like this angle from this way. She looked just like her mom. Ugh. But whatever. Striking Vipers. I'm already here. Striking Vipers. What did y'all think about? Okay, Striking Vipers is a Netflix episode, is a Black Mirror episode on the new season. And it's about two guys who are friends in college, and this girl, and Anthony Mackie is in it, and the two guys, Anthony Mackie's character and another guy, they're friends, and then Anthony Mackie's character has this girlfriend, and they end up getting married. They show like a time span of 11 years, and they end up getting married. So they played this game in college called Striking Vipers, which is almost looks like a Mortal Kombat game. And Striking Vipers. And when you get to the content of the show, you're gonna realize why it's called Striking Vipers. It's hilarious. Anyways, so 11 years later, they see each other again. He comes over their house for some reason. The friend, and they're now married. They have kids, and he shows them, oh, you remember this game from the back in the day, Striking Vipers? And he's like, hell yeah. How are we going to play this? And he was like, oh, we can play in virtual reality. So he's like, I don't have a virtual reality thing. So he gives them a virtual reality little thing, which is really cool because it's not like a thing that you put on over your eyes. It's just like a little button that you put right here, and you can go into virtual reality. So they start playing this game, and his friend plays the female fighter, and he plays the male fighter. And in the virtual reality, they're like, oh my God, this is so crazy, this is so cool. So they're actually fighting, and they're jumping, and they're doing all these amazing kicks or whatever. And then they get close to each other and touch each other, and then they start making out, the characters. Now the characters they're Asian characters, because there's like I said, it's like a Mortal Kombat thing, so it's like kind of like supposed to be kind of anime, I guess, but you can, they're real people. And they start making out and kissing, and then they're like back up, because like, remember, they're in a virtual reality. Oh my God, I think I can explain this. So they start making out. Now these are two black men in virtual reality, one playing a male fighting character, one playing a female fighting character, and both of the characters start making out. In a virtual reality, you feel everything. So you feel everything. So they like back up from each other, and they're like, oh my God, that was weird, and da 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 da. So they actually talk to each other on the phone outside of virtual reality, and he was like, yeah, that was weird, but it's nothing. It don't mean nothing, right? It's like, whatever. And they're like, yeah. He was like, we're going to fight again or whatever. So they start fighting on a regular basis and making out and having sex in the virtual reality as these two characters. These two men. Y'all, the shit is so good. They start making out, and the friend, the one that's not married, not Anthony Mackie's character, but the friend is like he starts liking it a lot, and he wants to keep having sex with his friend in the virtual reality. And they finally are having sex. He's going into this virtual reality, playing this video game, and it's affecting his real life so much that the wife is like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, the one night he came up and his dick was hard, and she was like, what's going on? Because he hasn't been having sex with her. So she was like, what the fuck is up? And then he keeps saying he's tired. So naturally she thinks he's cheating. He's cheating on her. Is he cheating on her? He's in virtual reality. And the one thing about virtual reality and about Black Mirror, it makes you think, because a lot of the things, if you look at Black Mirror's old episodes, a lot of the shit we're doing now. So now you're gonna have to think about this as in our real lives, as virtual reality becomes popular. people are going to meet other people in virtual reality. And what if they start having sex in virtual reality? Are they cheating on you? But the wife is like, you know, I've had opportunities for men come up to me. They try to talk to me and I tell them that I'm married and this and that. At the end, the wife finds out and they come to a compromise. And I'll just let you see what the compromise is at the end of the episode. I won't completely spoil it for you. But it's a question that you have to ask yourself as a society, as we get into, you know, being more comfortable with virtual reality to the point where they're like smells and feelings and stuff like that, to where it's like it feels real, and your partner is playing games, and inside you think they're playing video games, and inside of the video games they are having, the characters that they're playing are having sex. And because it's virtual reality, their bodies are actually feeling the sensations. So are they cheating on you? Because he kept saying, I'm not cheating on you. And he's telling the truth. He's like, I'm not cheating on you. But in the virtual reality, it's funny because you have these two black men on couches like this with their eyes rolled up in the back of their head, holding, you know, the sticks, holding the fucking controller. And inside of their mind, they're having sex with their best friend, but as different characters. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think? Do y'all think that that's cheating? What would y'all do? What would y'all do? It was one scene where he came to the house and they had been doing their thing, right, in the virtual reality, like meeting each other consistently because they're having a good time. And he comes over to the house and he was like, dude, why are you over here? And he was like, you know, because we need, he's telling the dude, we can't play this anymore. It's affecting my personal life. We cannot do this anymore. She thinks I'm cheating on her, this and that. And he's like, no. And then he like gets close to his ear. He's like, you know, you want, I have never felt anyone like that. This is the craziest feeling I've ever felt. It's crazy. It feels like this. I've tried it. You cut me off. I tried going into the game. Like he's gone into the game with other people and had tried to have sex with them. And it's not the same. It doesn't feel the same. Are we thinking it doesn't feel the same because he actually knows the person he's fighting is his best friend? It's good. It's a good episode, and it makes you think, because you see the compromise that him and his wife came to at the end of the episode, and then y'all let me know what y'all think. Kanye was on I can talk about Kanye later. We can talk about Kanye later. Kanye on David Letterman. All I can say is everybody that comes in contact with that man, no matter how much shit they talk about him, there's something about Kanye West when you come in his energy field that is undeniable. And people, and even David Letterman was like, I wish I could have brought my family here. Like, this is an experience that I'm having by myself. I wish my family could have been here to experience this. They did have some disagreements talking about Trump, not really disagreements, but David Letterman trying to explain, and then Kanye trying to explain the embodiment. Kanye just wants to be able to move with privilege, and like what I think he's doing is saying, okay, well, Trump is this person that was not supposed to do this, and he did it. But he's not adding the variables that he's a pseudo-wealthy white man, mediocre. But he's saying his accomplishments is like, this is a man that is doing things that people are telling him he cannot do. And that is what Kanye likes. And if you remove all the bad things about 45, you can say that. That's a valid thing. He's doing things that he's not supposed to be doing. However, he has two important things in this society that is going to ensure that whether or not somebody tells him he can do it or not, he's going to be able to do it anyway, regardless. He has two things. He's white and he's a male. And those are the two things that I think that Kanye is missing when he is in support of what Trump embodies in terms of his what he's doing. He'd be able to do it regardless. If it was you that was like this, and you are doing those things, getting into fashion, selling shoes and all this other stuff, people, what they told you, he doesn't like to be put into a box. And he keeps telling people that, don't put me in a box. I understand Kanye West a lot. And it's like, what he talks about is human, and what he is trying to see is the spirit of people. And that's what he's trying to get in contact with. You know what I mean? It's like the spirit of people, this love thing, right? And being very, very objective, being able to see both sides. And I think when somebody it's like trying to see the good, it's like trying to see the good side of Hitler. It's like the bad outweighs the good. You know what I mean? Just like when Erykah Badu made a complimentary comment on his artwork, and everybody was like, how in the world can you make a nice comment about this man at all? He is a person who killed so many people at his hands. How could you find anything nice to say about this person? But if you look at the fucking Game of Thrones, it's the same thing. You have these people doing these awful, horrific things to other people in one scene, and the next scene you're kind of cheering for them when they get revenge on somebody who's done them wrong. You know what I mean? It's like everybody has both sides. And I think that's where his issue is. It's like you're forgetting, like, okay, that's great that somebody that has been told they can't do something is actually doing it. That's wonderful. But this man has gotten this far because of that. It's not like he's defying odds. You know what I mean? I don't know. But it was an okay interview. He's so self-aware of himself and the image that he's projecting. When he starts smiling and then he just stops smiling, you just got to watch Kanye. He's very aware of himself, and he doesn't want to look anything outside of what he wants to present to you. It's a trip. But David Letterman had a good experience with him. He said it was really a good experience, and I don't know, he talked about his mom and that she was with them. It was a pretty good interview. Anyways, I think that's my time. I said I was going to save Kanye for later. If anything else, you guys have a wonderful day. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. And we'll talk soon. Peace.